Two important aspects of coding style are human understandability and safe programming language use. In this tutorial, we'll cover the human understandability side of things. At the very highest level, there are two main warning signs of bad coding style. First, if someone says coding style doesn't matter because their code passes all its tests, that tells you probably you have a coding style problem. Second, if code is written to demonstrate how clever the programmer is at using obscure language features, then probably it'll be difficult to understand, and again, you have a coding style problem. Source code is written for two different audiences: compilers and other people. For this tutorial, the most important point is that other people must be able to understand your code. The first important reason for this is that peer reviews won't work if nobody can understand your code. Since software bugs can be so expensive and so difficult to find, it is worth investing the time in writing code that is easy for others to understand, and in particular, easy for others to find bugs in. A famous quote on this topic is from Tony Hoare in his 1980 Turing Award lecture. What he said was, there are two ways of constructing a software design. One way is to make it so simple that there are obviously no deficiencies. And the other way is to make it so complicated that there are no obvious deficiencies. What we're saying here is that you should write your code so that there are obviously no deficiencies. In other words, it is crystal clear with minimal effort looking that there are no bugs there. Doing that might mean following rules that make writing the code a little more painful, but it will come at the benefit of reducing the chance of a bug escaping into production. Another reason that other people must understand the code is that the code will change. Especially for embedded systems, code will have to be modified and adapted for months or years or even decades after it's written. If the person modifying the code can't understand it, they'll inject bugs into it by making changes that break something they didn't understand. And don't forget, that someone else might easily be you in a few years when you've forgotten all the details of the code even though you wrote it yourself. If you have to think about whether something's right, then you should just consider it to be wrong.